Let's talk about tariffs this morning. It's been one of the most discussed topics at the White House and around the world. Here in Utah, we have a program that can help businesses with tariffs, which ultimately helps you, the customer. So here to explain is Lisa Lindberg with the Business Development. She's the coordinator in Salt Lake City. And we've got Jim Porter from the World Trade Center, Utah. Guys, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thanks, Brian.
Glad to be here.
What kind of tariffs are we talking about here in Utah?
You know, Utah companies face a number of different tariffs across the board. Most people know that the U.S. put tariffs on steel products coming out of China. There are a number of steel fabricators and others who are using those steel products.
That's a big one right now.
That's right, across all kinds of industries here in Utah. But chemicals are another one where we're seeing a lot of tariffs come in: food products, agricultural products. And in addition, important electronic equipment for medical devices and supplies. It's another place where some of our Utah companies are seeing prices increase.
So all these things we're seeing in the national headlines affect these Utah companies directly, which then affect the Utah consumer.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
How many products are we talking about that have tariffs attached to them?
There are probably about 5,000 tariffs right now that are placed on imported goods. Mm-hmm. Some of those are punitive, right? Some of those are we're trying to get concessions out of a country for something. Some of those are about protecting U.S. industry.
So obviously there's a lot of things we could be paying these tariffs on. I know you're both working together to be able to help people so they don't have to spend as much when it comes to these tariffs.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So what are we doing there?
So we have the Foreign Trade Zone that's located in Salt Lake City. It's administered by Salt Lake City Corporation, or by my department, the Economic Development.
And what is it? What is the Foreign Trade Zone?
So it's a zone, or like a designated area under the U.S. Department of Commerce in conjunction with Customs and Border Patrol that allow a company to import goods from overseas, store it in their warehouse duty-free until that good is processed or manipulated and then sent back out either into U.S. commerce or into global commerce. So Jim mentioned tariffs on steel and chemicals. So let's say like a nutraceutical company is importing chemicals from China to create some sort of pill. So that pill, you're not paying a duty on the imported chemicals until it leaves the warehouse. So essentially, it kind of creates a cash flow savings for companies. If that pill is exported out into global commerce, there's no duty that's paid on it. And it's a little bit of a financial relief for companies, which ultimately helps the end consumer, because then that cost of the tariff or the tax that's being charged isn't carried through down to the end consumer.
It sounds like you found a way to take advantage of the system.
It's not necessarily taking advantage of the system, because the Foreign Trade Zone was ultimately developed to keep industry in the United States rather than finding a cheaper place for labor. So it actually increases jobs and increases productivity in areas because it keeps the cost down. So, you know, these companies like a nutraceutical company can still operate in the U.S. with those restrictions like the tariffs, rather than having to send out their operations to places like Mexico.
Well, that's good news for everybody. How much money are we saving here when we're talking these tariffs here?
You know, I'm not sure exactly how much. It's hard to really define or to figure out exactly how much we're saving. I mean, it could be on the millions of dollars we're talking about companies can save by utilizing foreign trade zones.
All right, so we have some things we lined, some questions we still want to be able to find out more answers to, and of course we want to get more information there. To see how this whole foreign trade zone works, or maybe the possibility of how much money we are saving from this, go online to abc4.com/GMU. You'll see a link there to what they're doing with the Salt Lake City's Department of Economic Development. Talking this morning here with the Business Development Coordinator, Lisa Lindberg, and of course Jim Porter with the World Trade Center, Utah. Guys, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.